Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Yes, this is a makeshift Christmas tree. It's like a little decoration that I bought a few weeks ago. And yes, it is October while you were watching this. This is what happens when you work in the beauty industry, when you work in the photography industry, where you take photos of Christmas bits in October for brands. It's fine. In today's video, I wanted to show you how you can create 3 simple but effective Christmas setups using products, props, and your iPhone. I know a lot of people set up their own businesses over the last like 18 months or so, which I think is just brilliant. Like the amount of new pages, new Instagram pages, new websites that I'm seeing is just fantastic. And I know when you're starting out a business, I'm a small business myself, I get it. You want to kind of minimize the costs associated with that. So I'm going to show you how you can create some gorgeous imagery for Christmas if you have products to sell this Christmas in the comfort of your own home. You don't need a big studio, you don't need fancy equipment. While I'm showing you how you can do this at home just with your phone, there are a couple of things that I would recommend investing in first, and that's continuous lighting. I'm going to show you that now in a second, because today is one of those days where the sun is out, the sun is in, and usually I would recommend if you can shoot in natural daylight, kind of with your setup right close to a window, you can get gorgeous shots, but that's not always conducive to nice photos, because right now, see, it's happening. It's getting brighter, then it goes dark. I just prefer shooting with continuous lighting because it means as well that you can shoot any time of the day. You're not just limited to daylight. But as I said, if you're on a budget, natural light is brilliant. I absolutely love shooting products for Christmas because I love a bit of sparkle, bit of glitter, baubles, ribbon, lights, you name it. I am all over that. It's why my office is so cluttered right now, because I have stuff everywhere. So I'm going to film everything on the camera, but then use my phone to do the actual photos itself. Okay, we got a product. So I was just looking through different press straps that have arrived recently, and I was like, what looks nice that can photograph? Because I have a pink backdrop out for something else that I'm working on. I was like, oh, this might be nice with it. So this is a brush set. Sorry, here. This is a brush set from Sculpted by Amy, and I don't know if you can see, here's the sun, that it is personalised. That gorgeous. So I think that we can do something lovely with that, because I do have like a lot of pink and gold baubles here. There's like brushes in there, so I think we'll be able to play with this, with these together, get like a few different setups. God, this office is so small to try and film in. Okay, I'm going to show you the lighting that I'm going to be using today. So I have this LED panel that I bought on Amazon like a few years ago now at this point, and you can get batteries for the back, but I just haven't plugged in, it's just handier. I think it comes with a tripod. I'm going to leave everything linked in the description box below, but why I really like this is because, oh no. So it has, obviously it's the LED panel, and then it has this diffuser that goes over the top, but you can change the settings, so you can make it more warm. That's like a cool toned. You can like increase the strength of it. It's more yellow toned, depending on the look and feel that you want. So this is my ring light. It's an LED ring light, and this also has the dimmable switch, but then also you can go warm or cool or daylight depending on the vibe that you want. So that is really, really handy, and has this little contraption that you can stick your iPhone on top of as well. In terms of backdrop, we're just going to keep it simple today. So I have pink piece of paper. I don't know how large that is. A1 maybe? A1 Chardon? Don't know, but I have it folded in half to make like a ground part and the backdrop. I also have this. It's like a little piece of cardboard if we need to have just like a white background if you want, because what you can do is, if you want this to be the ground, like the base of the photo, you can put this part underneath like that. I'm really bad at explaining this. So you have like a white ground, that on the back, or you can just sit it like this. We're going to blue tack the background to my unit, and we'll leave it like that. So we have the whole setup here ready to go. And now it's time to shoot the product. So the first one will be just the case on its own like this. So I'll have that. I love shooting things like this on an angle. These are my collection of baubles, and I'll just start to kind of place them down haphazardly, and then I'll fix them afterwards. Now I find when you're shooting with, see the way the ring light here, you can see that in the reflection of a clear kind of bauble, so I don't use those for that kind of thing, so otherwise it just looks messy. And I like to use different sizes as well, because it adds like that little bit more texture, a little bit more interest rather than them all being the same. Okay. I know that this is going to be square for Instagram, so I want to try and keep it as square, like in terms of the composition, as possible. So I usually just probably like take some of these out a little bit, but I don't like anything that's like too placed, because then it looks too kind of perfect. So you kind of go, oh, I just dropped my bauble there. And also it's nice as well to group little baubles together like that. Maybe put like a third one there. As I'm looking at this, I'm trying to like see what I think it might look like in a square. That's too far out. So I might put that there. And don't be afraid to shoot the picture and then see what it looks like on your phone. There, when it comes to me and my phone, what I like to do is shoot in, I'll change the settings here, so that I'm shooting in a square frame, so I can kind of see, right, this is going to work, that's not going to work. And I already tell that I need to change the lighting. See on the photo the way there's like a lot of shadow there? This is where we get to play with the lighting. But I do kind of like the composition. I would probably crop it a little bit more. Bending, don't know if you can see, I'm just bending the ring light over. It's on like a hinge there. So I'm bending it over to take away, oops, to take away some of the shadow. So that was the original shot. That's it with the lighting, just changed a little bit. But I think I still want to change the moment. I don't know if you can see, you're out of frame. I have the panel light in my hand and I'm holding it kind of higher up so that it's taken away the shadow. Everything is just a little bit more flat. So that's the photo there with the panel light being held, compared to the other ones that have like the bit of the shadow. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that composition. I'll bring it into Lightroom later and I'll crop it and just change maybe some of the settings, the saturation. But okay, that's photo 1 done. Okay, let's go on to setup number 2. I've taken the brushes out of the little satchel. Oh my god, there's glitter everywhere. Brushes, they're great for clearing up the glitter. These are all double-ended brushes, so again, oops. So again, I'll probably put these on the angle. Makes me so happy. So I have like the face ones there. I really like that. That's like a little fan moment. But let me just fix this so you can't see the thing. So I try, actually, let me just fix this. So a lot of people think that, oh, just throw the products down, it's fine. But it's a lot of the little finessing that takes the time. So if I was doing this for a client, I probably have gloves on, because you don't have fingerprints in something that is metallic. And I always like to make sure that the name is facing upright. Okay, that's not working. Let me get some blue tack. Blue tack is your best friend. This might not matter to you, but I'm just really picky when it comes to this. Really like that setup, and I'm going to keep the props very simple. I have these little wooden stars that I bought. Oh god, I don't know where I bought them. They're wooden on one side, gold on the other. I'm not trying to be too precise, but I kind of am a little bit as well. Yeah. I kind of usually like when it comes to props having odd numbers. I think they look a lot better. I have some of these little baubles that I bought ages ago. Again, don't know where. It's like full of little gold stars. But see the way you can see the ring light reflection in it. So I don't use them when I'm shooting with the continuous light. What I will rather do is I took the little cap off it so I can sprinkle. Now, oh my god, that's so cute. First shot. I love it. I actually don't even think I need to change that at all. What I'll do is I'll zoom in just to see if there's anything that needs to be changed, but that setup is dinkety. And you can absolutely, this is like another day's video, you can, oops, you can change the setting on your phone if you wanted to make it brighter or darker. Let's have a little look. That's a photo with the increased exposure, and that's what it's like naturally. So a little bit lighter, really nice. Oh, I love the way the stars, see those ones there? Oh, I love that they're lit up. Oh, that actually makes me very happy. Sorry, this is like my thought process. I'm like, the idea was that I was going to have them like this, but then you're not going to see that they're double-ended. So you need to go back to the drawing board. Usually with brushes, I would try to shoot something like kind of straight on like this, but because they're double-ended, actually I might be able to. Hold on. They stand up like that. Oh, they will! Okay, we're going to do that. Let me just move you. A lot of the times I will have a shot list in my head. This That's where I just like play with things. Oh my god, that worked. Looks so cute. So in my head I'm like picturing this as like a square setup. Ooh, maybe a ribbon. Oh, that's kind of nice with a little twirly bit. Let's do that. I'm not kind of making it up as I'm going along like I am with this one. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, let's have a little look and see what that looks like. So that's it there. I feel like we're missing something maybe up in this section. I wanted to show you, like, this is my thought process when it comes to photos. Do you think that there's room for that there? Okay, there. Like just slight different angles. I'm happy with those. Usually when I'm working with a client, we're working from a brief, so we will know the colour scheme that we want to use. And I think that's a good place to start for yourself if you are thinking about taking photos. If you're out shopping for props, keep the products that you want to photograph in mind. There's loads more that I could talk about when it comes to product photography, how to create content, and that will be coming soon. It's just a busy time right now. But I hope that gave you some ideas, some inspiration, some behind the scenes as to what goes on behind a shoot. And now I'm going to edit the photos and I'm going to put them at the end here so that you can see what they look like. I usually bring all my photos into the Lightroom program on my laptop. I do have the Lightroom app as well, which is really handy. Actually, for this video I will use the Lightroom app so you can see that it's easy. There are so many different photo editing apps out there, so pick whatever one you want to use, whatever one you're comfortable with. I'm the same colour as the wall right now. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments below if you want me to do more behind the scenes, more product photography, more equipment, setup, inspiration. Let me know. I would love to do that. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.